All right, so welcome everyone. This is our mobility and flexibility class, or no, joint health and balance class. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's start with our facial exercises, and then we'll work our way down our body on the chair. So let's go ahead, open up our jaw as wide as you can. Shift and look up, and then let's shut our jaw. So bringing your chin towards your nose. Feel that nice stretch on your throat. Go ahead and begin. About 8 to 10. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and just gently palpate or touch from your earlobes down your jawline. Just gently. A little chilly this morning. You're just tuning in. I was able to successfully re-enroll everyone into the summer. Let's go from the side of our eyes down the side of our face. Um, Only folks that weren't able to get re-enrolled was if there was already a time conflict with another course. But I only had one individual with that, um, or one student. But yeah, other than that, should be good to go. All right, let's go ahead and puff up our cheeks with air and just move that air bubble side to side. Up and down. Relax. So breathe out. Okay, so let's go ahead. Inhale through your nose for about 5 seconds and exhale through your lips, letting everything out. Your core should be getting tight. We'll do about five of those. So let's go ahead and begin. Pull it out. Oof, so completely out. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and just start with our gentle neck stretches. So gently looking left to right. So that muscle I pulled on Monday during the lifts, it's probably, I'd say, about 70% better now. I still feel it, but not as much. And yeah, so wasn't too bothersome. I think what actually helped was on Monday, a few hours after it happened. Let's go up and down. Um, I went for a run, and I think what I'm thinking, I could be completely wrong, but I think just the bouncing or the moving around of the muscles as I was running may have loosened it. Because after that run, I started to feel more relaxed. So I think it was just like a bad cramp where I had spasm for several hours, but feeling much better now. So I decided to take this week as my down week for my exercises and my lifts. All right, let's go ahead and do some gentle neck circles. So yeah, I think I mentioned about every 8 weeks, I take an easy week where I do maybe about half as much um, work as what I'm used to on the typical week. And I think I was due for that. So I'm just doing that now. Good. This movement, I feel it a little bit more with this. So, let's go ahead and sit in our left hand. Bring that right arm over, right elbow drops. Very good. Let's go ahead and switch. So sit on that right hand. Left hand over, left elbow drop. Very good. Okay, and gently, both hands behind your head, top part of your head, and elbows come forward. Very good. We're gonna turn our head to our left side. So let's look left and apply a little bit of pressure, pulling towards your left side or pushing towards your left side. Pushing on your chin. And switch. The torso's forward, head turns right, and push that. Very good. And then just gentle. So underneath, just push up. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and start working towards our shoulders. So we're here, we're just gonna do shoulder circles. So they come up, forward, down, back. Just repeat. Let's go in reverse. Actually feels good on my back. I'm gonna go the new one here. So just elbows are at your side. Try to bring your elbows behind your back, almost if you're trying to make contact. And relax. And then we're here. We're gonna go back. Push, keep on pushing. And relax. Working out the middle area of your back and your chest when we're doing this one. Repeat. Do about 2 more of those. Go. Last one. Go. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and do our calf scratching pose. We're just working down our back right now. Give yourself a little bit of space right here. Reach up towards the ceiling. Arms are straight. Top to the bottom. And then come back. Repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3 more. 6, 7. Last one. And 8. And 9. Awesome. Yep. Let's go ahead. And like I said, we'll do our balance stuff once we get on our feet. We'll go through our session of balance work. So working on the shoulders a little bit more now. So elbows up. Just open up here. Make sure you're breathing comfortably. And try to get a little bit more range of motion with each movement. Do 2 more. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and just relax the shoulders a little bit. So we'll give them a little break. Door openers here. So elbow, right elbow on your side. And here. Just go out as far as you can. And switch. Left elbow. Very good. All right, we're gonna stretch out our form a little bit. So you could just have your palm here, your wrist, just drop that forward and just apply a little bit of pressure. You could rest your arm too and your leg if you like. We're just gonna stretch that form and relax. And do it again. Relax. One more time. Okay, we're gonna switch hands to that left hand. Again, just upside, add pressure. Next, and next. Last time. Next. Good. All right, let's go with snow angels. So hands here, this full range of motion of that upper back and the shoulder joint. Here. All right, elbows here at your side. We're gonna raise them up right here. Like if we had wings. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and do palms are facing the camera, and then just tap that opposite shoulder. Right, now hands come up and palms are facing the camera when they're up here and working on those triceps. Very good. All right, let's just we won't go through every finger stretch, but let's just web them out. So close them and web them out away from each other. Just we're working on those little tendons between the fingers. Now let's make a fist. Open, fist, open, open. One more. Awesome. All right, very good. Great. So next we're gonna start transitioning to our lower back and our hips and our legs. So let's go ahead. Trunk rotation. Legs are facing forward. Turn your trunk. Use the backrest and rotate. And switch. And switch sides. And you might be able to turn a little bit more with the deeper breaths you're taking. Mm, very good. Right now we're gonna work our way down into our hips. So we'll do this one again later on our feet, but let's go with our hip openers. So right leg out, use your hand to stop that from dropping. So yeah, so remember going into the summer, I believe it's like a strength and conditioning class. There's cardio and core. There's our mobility and flexibility. I think our body tune-up class on Saturday, that's the one where we spend about 10 minutes at the end of class with the foam roller and switch. So if you do have a foam roller, we'll start using that again. And if you don't have a foam roller, I would recommend investing in one. So again, you have about another month to get that one. And I would get the longer styrofoam looking ones. I wouldn't get a short like the short one, if unless that's the only one they offer. But if there's an options and there's the larger ones, get the larger one. And I think you've seen the one I have, the dark one I usually use. So, and then let's go ahead and switch. So doing our performance stretch right here, right ankle on the left knee. Do a gentle push down. That knee, gentle push down. Okay, let's bring that knee and hug it. Bring it up. Hug it out. Very good. Let's switch. Right ankle. Left ankle on that right knee. All right, let's push down gently on that left knee. Go ahead and hug it out. So bring that left knee up. Just hug it. All right. Very good. So we'll start with our first balance strengthening exercise. And this is one of my favorites. It's the box step squat. Or chair squat. So again, we're in our chair without the assistance of our hands. We're just gonna make our way up. Okay, so one, doing 10 of these, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and stretch your legs. While the legs are recovering a little bit, let's just do our ABCs with our ankles. Okay, so Let's just do them. We'll do a couple circuits. Because the chair squats is not so much of a stretch, it's more of a lifting exercise. So we do want to recover. So let's just do our ABCs with our ankles here. All right, let's do our other ankle as well. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna go with our single leg chair squat now. Okay, so let's go ahead with our right leg elevated or extended. Okay, so the right leg, remember if it's far from you, it's gonna be more challenging. The most challenging is elevated, and the closer you bring that heel towards you, the easier it will be. Okay, so try to challenge yourself, but be in a safe spot. Okay, so let's do 8 for each leg. Ready? Okay, go. So left leg extended. Once you catch your breath, have another 10 seconds or so. Ready and begin. Good. Three, four, five, six, seven, and 8. All right. It's a little tiresome. So, okay, let's let the legs just kind of rest a little bit. So let's recline back. Recline back. So I'm sitting near the edge of the chair, reclining back, bringing my right leg towards my chest. And I'm gonna do leg extensions, okay? So just extend that lower leg. And switch. Put that right leg now. Right leg does a press and comes in. So extend and drop that heel. Bring it back. Mhm. 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 Once you've done 10 on one leg, switch to the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Cool. Let's take a 1 minute little water break, restroom break. So little quick break. Okay. Right, so let's go ahead and run our feet. We're on our chair right here. We're gonna do our scratches pretty much. That's where we're applying at the floor. We're right here, and again, we're just kind of pulling our toes towards our heels. And we're gonna do about 15 of those. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna do the same, but without using our toes, just using our metatarsals. So just arching without flying at the floor. Okay, so still a very similar movement, but just a little bit more focus. Let's go ahead and get on our feet. So we'll start off with our shoulder stretches. Just go from there. So get our foam roller. We have our foam roller here. Like I said, we're gonna transition to our bounce stuff after we're done with our shoulder. Okay. Ready? So just left to right. Let's focus on that left shoulder. Ready? Again. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 degrees forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90 right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right shoulder now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right in front of you. 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go both hands behind the back here. And then up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're gonna lift. Okay, so lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome. All right, we're still gonna hold on to this for now. Okay, so for our next balance movement. Okay, so I just wanna, for this one, we're gonna do something new. We're gonna have it over our head. And we're just gonna do slow marches, okay? The slow high knee marches. Let's set it down for the last few. I'm just might be getting a little bit tired. So now that we have our hands on our hips, let's try to drive that knee a little bit higher. And if you can, get on your toes as you're going up. Very good. All right. Next movement right now, just to separate the standing ones, we're gonna do walk the tightrope, okay? Just one foot in front of the other. Nothing aggressive here. It's pretty easy. Walk the tightrope. Then go in reverse. Very good. Okay. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do our adductions. So just standing here, flat-footed and right leg, you're gonna lift that up. And try not to rotate your torso. Okay, so we're not doing this. Keep your torso straight. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Do me a favor, if you have a dumbbell nearby, grab me that dumbbell because I do want to do our single leg Romanian deadlifts. So let's go ahead and do those. So grab me a dumbbell. So if you have your dumbbell ready, this is what we're gonna do, okay? So there's gonna be four variations. Okay, if balance is just not quite there yet, then you're just gonna do Romanian deadlift. So slight bend at the knees, and it's this one here where we're holding the dumbbell. We come back up. Yeah, okay. So our next one is gonna be our next step up would be if your leg is back and you're putting most of the pressure on that leg that's in the front. Okay. All right, third variation would be leg elevated, and then just here and coming down and repeating that. And our fourth one, which is more advanced, I think we tried this last week. Not sure if everyone got through it, but pretty much you're gonna go down with your right arm on that dumbbell, and at the bottom switch to your left arm, and then just repeat. Okay. So we're gonna do 8 on each leg. If you're doing both legs together, then give me 15. Okay. So, all right, we're ready. Let's go ahead and begin. I'm gonna go down with my right hand, switch at the bottom to my left, then come back up. Okay. We want to do 8 on each side, or 8 on each leg. Six, 7, very good. Next is gonna be we're gonna switch legs. And here, and if you're ready, go ahead and begin. Balance isn't as great on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. All right, very good. Next, what we're gonna do, it's gonna be our reverse lunge kick. So if you remember that one, that's gonna be a reverse lunge. And then when we come up, we kind of swing our leg, okay? You could swing or you could drive that knee up, but it is gonna put that other leg on its own. So we are working on balance, okay? We're gonna do 6 on each leg. Ready, begin. So reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're gonna switch. You ready? And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very good. All right. What else we have? Let's just go with our quad stretch on our right foot, and then we'll finish off with some floor stretches, and we should be good for today. Okay, so just pull back. So go grab right above the ankle, pull back. And switch. Right. Okay. Let's set up our yoga mat. We probably just have about 5 or 6 minutes worth of floor stretches. So we won't be doing too much, but we still want to get through some of them, okay? So we're on these yoga mats for about 5 years now. Can't always keep them clean. So, all right, we're gonna stay and be in a. Actually, let's go belly down. I like this one first. Belly down, and then we're just gonna reach out in front of us with our hands in front, and reach out with our toes behind us, just pushing. Continue to push. And then, let's go ahead and just rest on our elbows for now. Resting on our elbows. Let's place our hands where our elbows are. Okay. And just place your hands there and push up. We're gonna bring our glutes to our heels. And we'll motion from here. So from here, glutes to your heels. And drop your elbows. That's number four. So let's try to slide our right hand under our left side of our body through this little gap and slide until you're down on your elbow, on your shoulder. That. So now left arm comes through and go on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna be here on our fours, and we're gonna go bring that heel up towards the sky and back down. And repeat. Right, let's switch. Very good. Right, let's get on our back. We're just gonna do some knee drops. And we should be good to go. So arms to your side. And just drop knees to your right side. And left. Your arms are extended to your side. And your knees are just dropping side to side here. And then just to finish off, let's grab a hold of right below your knee and just pull towards your chest. And while you're here, try to dorsiflex and flex your foot. So just bring your foot back and forth. Switch. And that should do it for today. All right, how's everyone feeling? Everyone's still there?
Yeah,
Good, Carmen.
I
Everyone,
need a break.
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
have done a lot of things, physical things.
Take it
I'm
easy.
exhausted.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes when you're being consistent for so long, like um, I wouldn't necessarily go every 8 weeks, but every maybe 4 or 6 weeks. Just even if you feel great, just take it easy. But when you feel like I think there's been times as I'm aging, I'm like, okay, if I keep this up, I'm gonna get sick in like a few days because energy level it's not there. So yeah, you just feel those body aches. So before it gets worse, just take it easy, not too bad. Make sure you're hydrating too, because that's sometimes that could tell you just a dry cotton mouth feeling. Sometimes like, oh, here comes that nasty cough or that cold. So
Mhm.
yeah. But any questions or comments, Ella? You
Yeah,
good?
Julia, we
Good,
can.
good. My internet keeps turning off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, pay your bills, Ella.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, folks. Yeah, we have 2 more weeks and then a week off and then summer. And then we go straight
Oh,
to
that week
vacation.
off, I needed to be ready
Yeah.
for the summer.
Yeah, because in the summer, yeah, I feel like by like week 7, everyone's just kind of like, oh, when is this over?
Yes.
So, all right, but that's when we get the fittest. So, all right, everyone, take care.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the
Thank
week.
You, Julio.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.